Welcome back, Chrissy Crew. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as you can tell by the title of this video, today we are going to be doing a fall inspired look. We are in fall now, my favorite season. I love fall. I love fall weather. I love Halloween. I love Thanksgiving. So I'm super excited to be getting into this season, and I was so happy to be doing a fall look for you guys. So this is definitely out of my comfort zone. I am not big on smoky eyes. I'm not big on dark colored eyes, but I am so pleased with how this look came out. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. But before you go, if you guys haven't subscribed to the Chrissy Crew already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like this video and if you want to see more videos like this. And without further ado, let's get into this fall inspired look. Okay guys, so as always, my face is already done. I've prepped my eyes, I've done my eyebrows, and I will leave in the description box below the products that I use, just in case you guys are interested in seeing what I use for my face. But we're gonna get straight into the look today. I'm gonna be doing a fall look, and I'm gonna be using a couple of different palettes. Some of them are new and some of them are old, but overall they're really great palettes. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I'm gonna first go in with the Orgy palette. I did a whole review on the Orgy palette, so if you guys haven't seen it, I'll leave the link above here so that you guys can take a look at it. I love this palette. It is the most perfect palette for a makeup artist. It's a most perfect palette for anyone that just likes doing neutral looks. It's amazing, and as you can tell, I have been getting a lot of use out of this palette. So I'm gonna go ahead in with this shade here, Top, and I'm gonna bring that into my crease. And this is just giving me a nice like start to the eyes, give it a nice kind of color there. And I am using a mirror on the side, so if you see me looking this way, that is why, because my mirrors are a bit far. But yeah, I'm taking that with a fluffy brush. This is my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro No. 5 brush, and I just wanted to have a nice neutral shade here in the crease because we are going to be doing a kind of like smoky, like a green smoky look today. The next palette I'm actually going to be using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. This is the volume 3 palette. I did receive this for my birthday, so this is new to me, but it has come out already. I don't know if it came out in the beginning of this year or if it came out like the ending of 2019, but I just got it, so again, this is new to me, old to you. So I'm gonna go ahead in with this B5 shade. This is gonna be where I'm starting to build my color, so I'm gonna go in with that BH Cosmetics No. 5 brush, and I'm gonna dab into there, and I'm just gonna go pretty much right where I put that shade in, and just blend it out just to build up on it. I don't want it to be like too harsh, so I'm just gonna blend it, and I typed it very lightly, and with that I'm just gonna blend it. And I'm not dipping back into the palette. I'm just literally using whatever's left on my brush and going back and forth, blending it out until it's diffused to how I like it. Next, I'm gonna go back in with the Orgy palette, and I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is a little stained because I used it for a pink look, but this is the BH Cosmetics No. 6 brush, so it's still a fluffy brush. It's just a bit smaller on the end so that I can really get into the crease, which is what I want. And I'm gonna go in with this shade here. This is the Money Shot shade. It's like a dark brown, and I'm gonna go ahead and build up that corner of my eye and smoke it out a bit. So this is where the smokiness is going to come from. This is where that dark richness is going to come from. I personally don't like a super black smoky eye. I'd rather it be more like a natural smoky eye. So I'm going to take that and dab it into the corner, the outer corner, and then blend it inwards. And I'm not going all the way in. I'm going only halfway in because I don't want this whole brown to be in the front portion of my eye. I really want it just to be at the end. I'm lightly buffing it out into the crease and on my lid as well. And I'm not trying to move too far up because I don't want to cover that nude shade that I did. I want to just build right under it, and lightly I'm just going back and forth, just blending that out. And what I'll do is I'll go back in with the first brush that I used and just kind of blend it together so that there's no harsh lines, just a nice blended look. Next palette I'm going to be going in with is with the Makeup Revolution palette. This is the Chills with Cannabis Sativa. Obviously, as you can see by the packaging, it is a weed inspired palette, so all the shades in here are nice green shades. They have some browns, they have some glitters. So I am going to be doing a green kind of smoky eyed look, so I thought this would be the perfect palette to use. I got this palette a couple months back, I think like right before COVID happened, or like right in the beginning of COVID, and I never really like used it as much as I wanted to use it. There was a couple of shades, as you can see, that I definitely tried to play with. I wasn't a big fan of how they were, the quality wise, so we're gonna like test it out again and really see how they perform, because some of them I just really wasn't feeling. So we're gonna see what happens today. I'm gonna go in with this plant shade here, and I'm gonna take a small crease brush. This is the Morphe, I don't know what number this is, but this is the Morphe brush. It's like a really small detail crease brush, and I'm gonna go right where I put that Money Shot shade and just deepen it up to give it a more green smoky eyed look. And I'm just going in circular motions back and forth, just blending it out so that it's not harsh, but that it's nice and in the end. So far I think this shade is actually really nice. I think that it has a good pigmentation to it. I don't think it's like overpowering the brow shade. I think it's really mixing well and blending well with it. I don't see like any patchiness to it or anything, so that's good. Again, I really use just like kind of that gold and shimmer shade when I use this palette, so I didn't really get to test out the matte shades that they have. So I'm definitely liking the pigmentation on this one and how it's blending. It's like blending in super easy. It's not patchy. It's just really nice actually. And I'm going back in with the brush that I used the Money Shot shade for, which was that dark brown, and I'm just blending out the top area just so that it's not harsh and everything looks nice and seamless. It's pretty. I actually really like how this came out. I was thinking about if I should put more of the Money Shot shade to build it up, but I definitely like that plant shade, so I don't want to get rid of it. I'm just going to take a little bit more on this brush and just add it into the corner just to give it a little more of that green pop. For the rest of this look, I'm going to be using this palette. For the next shade, I'm going to go in with this Mist shade, which is like a dark green shimmer shade, and I'm going to take a flat brush. This is, I don't know what this is, but it's a flat eyeshadow brush. This is good to be very precise, and that's what I want. I want to put this in a specific spot. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with this Mist shade and put it right on top of the plant shade, but more in the middle, and kind of blend it into my crease. I don't want to do like a cut crease, but I want to kind of have it where it's like nice and clean. So I'm just going to take the tip of this eyeshadow brush and just slowly drag it across the crease line there. I didn't spray anything, obviously you saw I didn't spray anything on the shade, and the pigmentation is so nice. Like, I see the shimmer, it's very pretty, it's like very shiny, like it's really pretty, and it just set really nicely on my eyelid without even spraying it, because you know certain shimmers you don't get a lot of pigmentation off of it unless you spray it first, but this one you don't even need to spray it at all. Like, it looks really nice. And I'm just taking that again and just lightly brushing it up into my crease, right into the middle of my lid, and blending it back into that plant shade. And what I'll do is I'll take that little brush that I used the plant shade for, dip that in, and I'm going to dip it in a little bit with the Money Shot too, and just kind of smoke out the end again just to build that dark definition back. And then for my next shade, I am going to go in with this Candyland shade, which is a lighter green shimmer shade, and I'm going to put this in the front corner of my eye. So I'm going to take that again with this small eyeshadow brush. It's another flat tip brush. It's really good for being precise, getting that cut crease that you want. And I'm going to take that Candyland shade and I'm going to go right into the front corner of my eye with this. And look at that. Look at how that pigment is. It just, right when you put it down, again, you don't even need to spray it. Slowly drag it up into that crease and connect it with that other shade. And then I'm going to blend it into that darker shade that I did. Now I'm going to go back in with the Mist shade, which is the second shimmer shade, and I'm just going to build that up again just so that you can see the two different greens that I'm using. Okay, so I have that shade on now. I actually am really pleased with this palette. Like, I think that this pigmentation that this palette gave off is just like dope, super dope. I really love it. I love that it's like nice and shimmery but nice and subtle as well. Like, it's not overwhelming. Like, it just really gives this look a really nice pop to it. I really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line and everything underneath now before I put my lashes on. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna still use that Revolution palette, and I'm gonna go in with a little smudge brush, which this is Step 3 Go Girl. Oh, the Vintage Cosmetic Companies. I'm pretty sure I probably got this in a BoxyCharm set. I'm gonna go in with this burn shade, which is this dark brown, and I'm gonna drag that into my lower lash line, and I'm gonna blend it out. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Me personally, I'm not big on smoky eyes, and I think I mentioned this in another video. I'm not big on dark shadows and smoky eyes, so sometimes when I end up doing like a darker look and I do a dark liner or something, I'm always like, oh, I don't know how this looks. Like, did I just mess it up? Like, I love how this eye looks without the under eye, like the underliner, and now with this I'm like, did I just mess this up? But we're gonna keep pushing forward and see how the final look looks, because it might just look like super amazing and I'm just being like stuck in my ways with staying neutral and not going so dark. So I'm hoping that this works out, because honestly I'll be kind of sad if I mess this look up because I wanted to do dark under eye. This could actually still look so good, and my eye's starting to tear, so I have to give myself a quick second because the girl's a tearer, and once she starts, sometimes she can't stop, and I don't want to tear right now because this look is just too fire to freaking start tearing. So next I'm gonna actually go in with the same brush, and I'm gonna take this leaf shade here, which is like a lighter green, and I'm gonna smoke that out under that brown too, just to kind of lighten up the darkness that I did, because again, for me this is just like too dark. So I'm just gonna take it and lightly brush it underwards, just to kind of bring that green into the bottom. Okay, not too bad. I think what's gonna help this look is when I do my inner highlight, I think that it's going to kind of bring it together, because right now it's just very all green, and I think that's what's like making me like not really care for the look anymore. So once I put that lighter shade in the inner corner, I think that it's gonna look nicer. I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyeliner on now. For eyeliner, I'm using the NARS Black High Pigment Longwear eyeliner. Let me tell you guys, this eyeliner, if you haven't tried it, this is literally the most creamiest black eyeliner I have ever tried. And a lot of times when I end up using this liner, I always regret it because it's that creamy that it just makes my eyes super black. I end up using it, I tend to use it when I'm doing like a colorful look or something light, and that's why I'm like, damn, I messed up. But being that I'm doing dark eye, I think that this is gonna work perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline, and as you can see, I barely touched it, and look at all of it. Like, I barely have to touch my eye with this. That's how creamy it is. And you got to be careful, because you see that one hiccup, you're gonna get it right under, because it's just that creamy. Like, it's crazy. It's an amazing eyeliner, but you have to be very, very careful using this eyeliner, because it can literally mess up your look in 2.5 seconds. I'm really going to take this and run this in my on my upper lash line as well. I'm sorry guys, I'm tearing. For all my teary girls, put a water drop in that comment box below, because you guys know what I'm going through. For the inner corner, I think I'm gonna go back into my Norvina palette. I'm gonna go in with this C1 shade, which is like a light gold. Take this super small brush. I don't even know what you would call this. It has like the smallest tip you can ever think of. Perfect for the inner corner. So I'm gonna take that brush, gently dip it into this C1 shade, because I don't know how like goldy this is, and I don't want to mess it up. And I'm gonna dab it into the inner corner and bring it up. Oh, that's pretty. Very nice. I think that tied that in nicely, and it really, this gold matches the shimmers that are in that front crease shade, so that looks really nice. I'm going to bring it down a little to the lower lash line. Yeah, I really think this tied in that look really pretty. Woo. Yes. See, I doubt myself sometimes. I really do, because again, like, I'm not big on dark colors for myself, but when I do it and it comes out good, I'm like, bitch, Now, before I do my lashes, I am actually going to do my lip. I always end up not showing you guys like how I do my lips. So I'm going to go ahead and do that before I do my lashes, because I am going to do my lashes off camera. So for my lips right now, I have the Huda Beauty lip balm on. And I do like it. I don't think it's as moisturizing as some of the other stuff that I use, but I do like how it gives my lips a nice little shine and keeps it semi-moisturized, which is cool. You definitely want to take off whatever moisturizer is left on your lip, for me at least, because putting on a lip liner is a little difficult when it's like silky smooth. So I'm gonna go in with my Nabi Cosmetics lip liner. This is in the shade dark brown, and just gonna run that. I'm gonna take this liner and color in my lips a little bit with it. For lips, I actually just purchased these. I think they came out already, but for me this is new. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild. These are the High Shine lipsticks. This is in the shade Send Nudes, which is a nice nudie shade, and I'm gonna put this right on top. It's like a perfect nude. And I'm gonna take another shade from that same line. This is in the shade Caught You Bare Naked. It's a bit lighter, and I'm just gonna dab that right in the middle. So for eyelashes, we're gonna go in Anastasia Beverly Hills lashes. This is in the Gorgina lashes. I have already used these lashes. I really like how they look, so I'm gonna go ahead and use these again. I'm gonna quickly put some mascara on and put my lashes on, and then I will be right back. All right guys, this is the final look. I'm so pleased with how it came out. I love the shades of green. I love the browns. I love the tones. Like, it's just very earthy and fally, and I'm just here for it all. Like, I really was a little nervous to see how it was gonna, you know, play out with the darker under eye, but I actually really love how this look came out. I think it all just kind of meshed together in such a beautiful way, and I am just really happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be part of the Chrissy Crew, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, because if you're not notified, how are you gonna know that I have a new one? So make sure you do that. And again, thank you guys so much, all you guys that are part of the Chrissy Crew already. Thank you guys for all your support. I truly appreciate it. I really can't thank you guys enough. And yeah, thank you guys again. So I'll see you guys in my next video.